Alright, welcome back everybody. Looks like we've finally got things situated. We're ready to go here as Forrest has reconnected. He has been authenticated. So sorry for that delay there, a little unfortunate. Hopefully will be prevented in the future, but Gamers2 versus Ninjas. Mirage. I'm Helium, with me, Launders.
The future is now, am I right?
The fuchsia. The fuchsia is now. Someone give me that skin, please.
Whoa, begging for skins on stream.
I mean, you know, if you want to. Oh, let's get that game volume. I hear that's important.
Ooh, we're doing a fast try here up connector. They're gonna rush mid, maybe smoke off cat. Window is gonna be pressured on, or I don't know if they're gonna try to jump up here or not.
Well, you do have Mihu there in the ladder room, so he's maybe someone to watch out for. Innocent also in window, and Manise in underpass. So, wow, look at that. It's just like a around the world sort of play from NiP. They run out middle, they completely, you know, reverse it, and now they're back in the B halls.
Look at this, a stack towards A.
Gamers2 is left scratching their heads.
They could have ran through B apps and had like a completely wide open site. But here are gonna try to push in now, and this is a great move.
You got Mihu down there in bench or jail, as he used to call it. He'll get one, but immediately it is checked. Now Innocent's come over from the window room, so he's in market. Trapped alongside him actually is Manise, and Innocent actually will take out one. That's exists to have fallen, so Ninjas get the bomb down. Only 3 alive, but Freiburg evens it up. He gets more aggressive out there towards the catwalk. And Get Right still in a great post-plant position up here in the apartments. He'll take out one through window. Alu going to get Innocent, who is coming in through the hallway of Market, and now it'll be just Malzino. But in the pregame, we did talk about this guy's incredible ability to clutch, but Alu will gun him down.
Yeah, that was really cool pistol. Fast strat, 2 top mid, 3 apps, 2 connector, and they went out mid, went back to the top mid and grouped up for B, and what they did was made Gamers2 first think they were going to rush B running all the way, and then when they went underpass, made it seem like it was a fake to A, but then when they grouped up at the back of top mid and went B, it just completely threw them off, and they assumed that they were grouping up for a full A, but or a split A. It turns out they were just rushing B.
Do it, Innocent. Do it. Oh, he's actually spotted, or they're just kind of expecting a play like that. Innocent looking for the 1D out there in middle, and once again, it'll be NiP early mid control. This time they won't be doing an insane fake. And they get there, they're coming up connector, and Alu ready to go out of Palace, but Malzino will get him in the back with the CZ. Freiburg will finally clean him up, so the trade is made. Sparrow going to get a nice one, though, with his P250 close in the sight. He'll bring down Forrest as well, who is in sandwich. And Exist from jungle is
We've got a really good opportunity to win here. Mihu even has he has armor. He's actually done the damage he needs to. Exist is down at 2 HP, and NiP gets eco'd. There's a half armor buy. A couple players spent their money. I think Mihu didn't spend any money.
I really don't think they actually invested very heavily in that at all. Just it was a Deagle I saw and a CZ up on the Palace that did pretty well. But it was all that sight player with the P250 that really brought that in.
Oh, yeah, Innocent did get his 1 Deag. Sparrow took one down with the P250, nice headshot. And here we go, bio for both teams. Once again, we see this quite often where the team that gets eco'd tries to steal back the economy by buying light again. This is a team that doesn't have all the guns they want. Oh, those nades.
It's like the timing is down. They always expect someone to be there from NiP. And those 2 nades do quite a bit of damage, which, you know, going to be good. That makes those FAMAS a lot, and even the Cult a lot more dangerous. You know, you get down to 80 HP, suddenly your 1-hit kill range from, you know, any gun to the head. So maybe the dualies or the Glock, but here we go. Mihu coming out, Malzino as well. He's got himself a Tech 9. Alu and Freiburg gonna find 2 as they're trying to come up that ramp. That's gonna leave Get Right in a 1v3. He's stuck on a ramp. The bomb is down in front of him. He bought a scout, so that's not really the best weapon you're gonna want to have for a 1v3. It looks like he will scurry off to save.
Unless you're
unless he's going middle to try to get some better range and kill people. I don't know.
Unless you're Scout J.
Scout J. Yeah. I love it, man.
Is he going to run right past this? Oh, he actually does. It's always good to just watch Get Right and just try to understand what he thinks, because he's always making the best play.
Emulate that play style.
Yes.
Like, who knew that no one would be watching Cat? He could get on the fence and just jump in the window. Get Right knew. That's who.
Oh, does he tags Mihu?
I think so. Maybe he was already low, but Innocent will bring him in. So Get Right does go for it.
They had the opportunity to just destroy his economy there by letting him live. 3 seconds left, and he was in the site. But again, they didn't. I mean, that would have been a crucial move because NiP would have had $0 on Get Right, who force bought that round. He would have woke up in the next round with no money, no armor, no money to buy armor. Teams have to be way more aware of that.
So it'll be a full-on eco here, and it looks like they want to pull sort of a, I mean, to borrow the term from Inferno and their apartments, waterfall out of Palace here. There are 2 players on the site. It is smoked off. Forrest is going to start things with a nice jump. He gets out unscathed and has a good angle on Sparrow, but he can't quite bring in the kill. Malzeno uses all the bullets in the A1S, pulls out the silenced USP, and it is a flawless round for Gamers2, but it was just an eco. Round 5 is going to be the real test of strength here from NiP.
That jump was fire.
It really was.
Pulled out the full S strafe. Didn't take a single point of damage. And that allows his teammates to get out. If you're the first man out and you don't die right away, then like everybody can just jump out and it's a huge disaster, especially if someone's spraying in a silence M4 at you. So, it's going to be a default. Nice with the op is going to be staged up in the B apps, just cutting off this long hallway. While his teammates can focus on middle lane A.
All right, the smoke to window goes out. That's Innocent in there, but you've got Mihu pushing up aggressive with this FAMAS, trying to bring down those NiP players. Does find one. Forrest will bring him in. So 4-on-4 right now. Generally going to favor the terrorists on pretty much every map. See if they can exploit some of the rotations of Gamers2. But it will be story pretty much of NiP going for mid control here on the T side. They're going to find Sparrow in the connector. Innocent and Malzeno still on A, and you got Manice over there with the op at B.
Malzeno kind of conceding the site here, actually walking back in. Doesn't want to expose himself to too many angles. Someone could just walk out Palace, and there is a player there. That's Alu, pretty much lurking in the situation. Get Right, leading the charge up into B apps, which is aggressively smoked, and they are going to be walking into Manice, which is kind of a good thing for Gamers2, who have 3 players alive. I mean, he can scope down here and get that information immediately. Even though he doesn't have the kill, he knows that there are 2 players there. Wow, turns around and kills a player on Cat as well. And now the A side is open. The rotate's going to come out, but Innocent is still very close.
Yeah, Innocent is still there. Kind of hears Alu tossing stuff, and he doesn't want to get caught with a nade, or actually gets caught with the knife out, jumping back into the site. So Innocent being a bit stealthy, and Manice, that's a shot that could have won the round for them, but he'll stay alive. He'll have another chance. Actually, already had another. He'll have a third now. Can't quite connect that shot, and Exist trying to spray in through that smoke, lights him up, looks over, brings down Innocent quick, and Manice realizing his hopes are gone. He wants to, well, still maybe try to get a kill here, but with that expensive op, you'd kind of think he wants to save it. Maybe looking for that kit that's right in front of him.
Get Right was just so aware.
Looks like that really was what he was doing.
Get Right was just so aware there that there was going to be a jungle player, and he just crouched in for the pre-fire just to scare Manice, and I think it worked perfectly. And he's actually heard exactly where he is, so with the slow HP, he can still get the kill, yeah.
Exist is close, but can't get up those stairs in time.
And he does hang on to the op, but Ninjas do come away with a round after the B aggression was shut down. The rotate was forced to come out. Alu was killed in the site. He threw a bad smoke at jungle, and still, even though there was a smoke at jungle, Get Right peeked it as if someone would be around that corner, like just so aware of, just pre-fired it, and I think it totally caught Manice off guard, and they punished him for it. Got that bomb down with the second left on the clock.
All right, going to see that set A take right now from NiP. We see that more aggressive wall of smokes over there from stairs, sandwich, and into the sight box, smoking off CT as well. Malzeno, though, is going to start off the round, actually getting 2 quick frags, just like that. Finds a third there as Get Right was on top of Tetris, and now your last player is Exist, stuck down there in A ramp in a 1-on-5. And, well, that fell apart.
Wow, they just got dominated. I mean, they couldn't get out of A ramp. that smoke was down like in front of them and let them take this area in front of Tetris, but beyond that, they couldn't gain any more site control. Alu came out apps just kind of after 2 players died with no trades, and Gamers2 just outshot them and kept the I think that smoke that wasn't very deep helped them out a lot because even though there was a bunch of players up A ramp, the players behind the smoke couldn't help anyone who's in front of the smoke, and that ruined the spacing for NiP. But that was a sick A-hold that you wouldn't see too often versus a team this good.
Did they smoke CT as well, or were they trying to put that wall there and fight the CT player?
I don't know.
I wasn't quite 100%. Oh, Mihu with the touchdown there. Those nades will do a ton of damage if you don't have any armor. NiP trying to bust themselves out here into the B site on their eco round, but again, it's going to be cleaned up here. Mihu grabs 2. Innocent getting 2 as well. So living up to their statistics that we went over earlier. And it's 5-2 here for NiP. Gamers2 on the CT side doing really, really well. It was all T-sided affair yesterday between Gamers2 and LGB on this map.
Yeah, Gamers2 though, I think. Wait, the Gamers2 won Mirage,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they did.
Yeah, because they look good on both sides, though. I mean, LGB didn't get many rounds in general.
Looks like NiP waiting for some mid-aggression. Mihu, no, he moves up into the ladder room. Thought he might oblige them by pushing Cat.
And a half armor buy for NiP. 2 rounds. Gamers2 are looking really good so far in this half. Have all the guns they want, are going up against a force, or not a force, a half buy here. Mihu is going to have some pressure put on him, and actually finds 2 kills with a beautiful spray. Oh my goodness, get wrecked.
I actually see quite a bit of M4A4s here. Sparrow and, actually, let me check Mihu.
Yeah, Mihu has
That's his own
A4.
as well. Yeah, I was just making sure it wasn't, you know, Sparrow's vanilla
fair enough.
A4. But, yeah, both of them are using that, so maybe a little different than what we see these days.
Yeah, ends up working out really well for them. Mirage is definitely a map to me that the silence is really good, but also depends on like what site you're playing. Like if you're at B, like if A4 is solid because they're gonna get close to you fast, and A1 on A or middle, or when you're lurking is so strong. But a 5 AK buy, no ops allowed here for NiP who just don't have the money to do it. And Mihu pushing up middle gets a nice shot on a freebird, gigs him instantly. It's a lot of nade damage there, but it's so worth it.
Gamers2 are doing a good job of contesting NiP as they go for the mid control as pretty much their default on most all of their rounds. And the times that they do forfeit it to them, it's when NiP is on an eco and Gamers2 is, you know, fine to play passive and defend the sites against, you know, blocks or Tech 9s. Here we go, moving up connector though. They will get a trade out. Still man disadvantage. Mihu stabbing them on Cat. Brings it to a 3-on-2 in favor of Gamers. Now it's just Alu left alive. He will find Innocent. And now will Malzeno find a second kill. He's been so good from behind that firebox spot as the site player in A.
Yeah, he actually got one player down to, did 90 damage to one player through that smoke, killed another player through that smoke, and then killed Alu obviously there in that 2v1. So really great job that round. And Gamers2 is looking serious right now. Like Mihu is obviously doing an excellent job as well. Like he's able to get a pick every round, like without fail. His pushes up mid are so good. Even when he had that Thomas and the flash didn't blind. Did he have an
Yeah, he wants that round back. He was trying to get to underpass, but the full Tech 9, no armor rush came out from NiP, and you know, Sparrow kind of caught up creek without a paddle, to use that expression. Mihu, though, pushing Cat.
Oh, Alu's in the B site with the bomb, like in the middle of the site.
Yo, living up to the name of ninjas.
Are they not rotating? We have 4 players alive on Gamers2. Oh, Miu's on Cat, but he can get caught off guard.
Eventually, they're going to be like, hey, maybe we should check B, but he's still just trying to lurk, catching someone coming on the rotate. You know, that was with the smoke out. It looked like to re-smoke apartments. Could have easily been a knife or maybe even a pistol, so Alu making the smart play to wait. And Alu going to get another one there onto the catwalk. Peeks aggressive into the market. Malzeno from the window. I mean, he can still do this. Well, maybe not with that wall shot. Down to 12 HP.
Well, he assumed there's a player bench.
Exist has no armor, so as long as Malzeno can hit that first shot, but it looks like he will not check the right way. I mean, could have been anywhere, and that'll be Exist taking the round. So NiP now finally up to 3 rounds.
that was great on Alu. Somehow get in the site and just sit there for like 30 seconds with the bomb and not plant it, and just get his teammates to rotate to him. That was a well-played eco round from NiP. I really don't know why the site was just left open for that long. Mihu came back to check it, but just assumed that no one had come out. You got to be a little bit more cautious on those eco rounds, though, where anything is possible. You know, all stupid plays are viable in the sense that you do need to take those risks, and that you should be expecting the other team to take those risks as well.
So this time we'll see Maniz pick up the op, and he'll miss the shot onto Get Right. He will throw a re-peek and then, you know, try to get that one through the sideboard there above the stairs. He'll back off to the van. So some early action in the B halls, as this is the first round in a while that we've really seen, you know, the Ninjas steer away from middle. You still got, you know, Freiburg waiting there, making sure no one pushes, and it looks like him and Forrest are going to now try to grab some of that control. Get Right has pushed into underpass, and 2 players still here over at A, and that's Alu and Exist.
Oh, and they've got an A split going on. The bomb is still dropped at top mid. Forrest has got to go run and grab it, hold that shift key, and he's going to go back to the A ramp or palace or whatever. Well, his teammates are staged up in connector, and they can split A whenever they want at this point. Ooh, the Molly gonna scare off Get Right. He's down to 40 HP right now, so.
Mihu on the backstab, though. It's the falling headshot onto Get Right. Exist, though, coming out. Will find 2. Sparrow was distracted, and then there's Freiburg running up the connector. He'll bring down Innocent. Bomb to be planted in A, and now the Ninjas in a post-plant situation. 3 on 2. Maniz trying to come through, but does expose himself. He's close to the wall. Somehow still gets that one onto Freiburg. Mihu now coming in on the retake, puts it into a 1-on-1. The op battle, 1-on-1. And, Maniz about to bring a grenade to an op fight. Now they both pull out their sidearms, but Alu's got a Tech 9, so.
Oh my god, that was really, really close. Getting NiP off the back of that eco round, win another round. This is very, very, it's got to feel terrible for Gamers2, because they came close to winning that eco round, even though there was a misplay on their part, positioning. And still came through with the retake and failed it, and then lost the round to Follow, which is salt in the wounds, because that was a round that NiP wouldn't have had money to buy, and now Innocent going to be spawning window without an op. Can't do much as this player, can only go for the information. Throw a flash out. Malzino kind of lurking in the middle of the site. Total mid control given to NiP, who I think is really smart, because they're assuming that Gamers2 won't be able to afford to buy an op if they could, and if they're ecoing, mid is also a really good place to go. But now window is taken by Forrest.
Yeah, I think this is a smart play by Forrest to get to that ladder room. Unfortunately, though, he's spotted by Innocent, but, you know, getting in there, because Mihu has been so dangerous coming in that ladder room and window, you know, rotation, that, well, if you take it away from him, maybe it'll work out.
Oh, Maniz is this flank at top mid. Oh, it was spotted by Exist, but it's unfruitful.
Get Right is behind him, though, and taking so 98 damage delivered back. I mean, that's a near kill there, obviously, but taking him so low. So the Gamers2 in a 3-on-3, but with HP advantage. Alu with the op might be the big player here, or it'll just be Freiburg and Get Right lurking around. Sparrow here on the A site will find 1. Freiburg. Gosh, I'm so mixed up in my own head now. You've ruined me, Launders.
Freiburg.
He was a Stairmaster right there, though. I've never seen anyone go downstairs so fast.
Oh, will he get this lurker? Oh no, Alu too aware. Peeks into the connector. Get Right got 2 very important kills there at top mid. One that he shouldn't have got at top mid when I think it was Maniz who actually turned around, did 98 damage to him, and then he got a second kill with 2 HP. It wasn't even a headshot on Mihu, who walked back through apps, and he just waited for him at the stairs, just with the thought that he might push. That was just very smart kill and smart play from him to seal out this round as well.
All right, now they've got it going on. They get those, 3 rounds in a row now to take Gamers2. They have that strong economy going, having won, 7 of 8 rounds. So finally they're on an eco. And it will be the Ninjas moving into the A site, cleaning up pretty much everything. Get Right trying to chase down Maniz. There's a knife that comes out onto Malzino. And meanwhile, Maniz will CZ Get Right. but finally going to fall to Alu.
Oh my god. And it all started with that eco. I mean, they did come out and it must have just gotten their heads or something. I mean, they were doing so well. It wasn't, a lot of these rounds weren't even close. Like 3 of the, oh my god, 4 out of the 4 rounds, or 3 out of the 4 rounds, they kept 4 and 5 players alive. And then one of them, 2 players alive. Didn't come down to a defuse or time running out or anything. I mean, it was still a solid round. And then NiP were able to win an eco with 1 player left, win the next 2 rifles, suddenly have a half, you know, and for a while it looked like Gamers2 were off to an excellent start. I think that experience started kicking in for NiP though.
Yeah, definitely. And you always got to be kind of scared of that CT side, and I mean the half is close enough that even if they forfeit the pistol, the ninjas that is, like they'll easily be able to get that economy back up, get an op into Alu's hands on CT side, and you got to wonder if anyone on Gamers2 can beat that. Or maybe we'll see some more set strategies come out from the gamers. As it does look like they want to get around. They take the mid control, they'll position, get right into the connector, and move back their other players to go for this 3-pronged A attack. Palace, connector, and A ramp. Can be hard to hold. Malzeno, though, pushes out aggressive. He'll get exist, drop the bomb, and they actually have double the fun there under the porch. So Malzeno moving up like that, they're not going to expect Sparrow to be here. He'll get the ladder shot and another one there. And I don't know, kind of a surprising play there for Gamers2. You know, just an odd strat to have 2 under the porch, and it pays off.
Oh yeah, for sure. You'd never expect a team to do that, especially when you've got to clear so many other angles. So that worked out really well. Again, Gamers2 did come away with another decisive rifle round versus a split A from NiP. NiP have only gone ecos to B, and I think apart from that, won that 1 round. Yeah, they won that 1 eco to B, and have tried to rush it in the past. But for the most part, are trying to go for mid control and split A, which is just common on Mirage. It's been working and it hasn't been working. Last round it didn't. This round will be for, you know, if you can't win the half, but they can definitely do really good for a T side and win 7 rounds. Gamers2 could come away with 9 and still be kind of unhappy, I think, with the results they've had, because they were looking to have at least 10, you know, barring that eco. And are players rushing underpass behind Mihu? No, they're going up Cat. But this time, Mihu is going to catch the 1 player there, and they're going to hear this pressure on Cat. Manise is going to be spotting and flashing.
What a flash from Manise! He peeks out. Only 4 bullets left, though. Again, a campaign for the A4. Might have been able to get 2. And then Exist, though, just going to open up the site. Can he find the 3rd? No. Malzeno will silence him. That puts it in a 2-on-2 situation, and Sparrow's in such a good spot to do some damage. Forrest is checking it, but the op is going to beat him out. Get right, plants the bomb. Malzeno's going to pressure him. Uh-oh. Maybe a bit of haste there from Gamers2. That nade could have brought it, though, right back. Sparrow will flip out for the AK and get right down to 16 HP into a 1-on-1. Get right hits the shot, and that's, I would say, a little bit of a blunder there by Gamers2. I think going faster than they needed to in the 2-on-1.
Are you serious? That's amazing. I mean, it's got to be stressful being in a 1v1 with Get Right when he does something like that with so little HP. Holy crap, what a shot. I don't know. He just knows, dude. GetRight.exe.
Yeah, seriously. He wakes up every morning. Is that what it is? Is that what it is called when Get Right just wakes up? GetRight.exe.
Oh, yeah.
Gets out of bed. Gets right out of bed. My pun game is strong. If anyone is just joining, maybe it's not, but I'd like to think it is. So we saw Gamers2 with the nice start to the half. I mean, people are probably watching this are like, what's happening? Like, what are the ninjas doing? But, I mean, they bring it right back to a 8-7 half and flipping over to CT. You got to believe that they'll have the experience to hold it and take the win here in map 1. Or, you know, Gamers2, we saw a strong T side from them yesterday. Will it be too much?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just got 1 player restarting their computer. But, man... I hate to beat a dead horse, but if they had won that eco, I mean, they would still be going up against Buy next round, but that did so much for their economy, and then it was like 1 small mistake, and all of a sudden, Gamers2 were unable to come back from it. And I want to put it to experience, because I feel like in some of those following rifle rounds. There were just such better 2v2 situations that NiP were able to come out ahead in. And oh, did Freeberg actually switch back to the A4? He was using the A1 for like a second.
Yeah, maybe. But like the 2-on-2 situation, I mean, the last round is very evident of that. I mean, that was 2-on-2 where you've hit that shot. Gamers2 had it into a 2-on-1, but then they were a bit hasty in their approach and let Get Right isolate it, find two 1v1s, and he got them both because he's Get Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Excuse me, that's true. I'm trying not to sneeze too loud. That's true.
I think you did succeed on not trying to sneeze too loud, but maybe not on just not trying to sneeze.
No, I mean I have to sneeze.
Yeah, that's true. You can't hold that in, man.
Stream wouldn't want me to not sneeze.
That takes holding in a sneeze takes years off your life. It's science.
You lose 4 hairs for not sneezing.
Well, I put up some of the player stats already, so if you guys are playing in Vulcan or the fantasy, you can kind of get an idea of who's doing well. These stats are for the matchups, or this match in particular, so not their season stats. You can see that Alu has absolutely lit things up here. Got the check marks next to everything. 75 ADR, 1 kill death ratio, or like 1.1. So he's doing pretty well. And I'll flip it back over to Gamers2.
It gets like stats don't say everything. Okay, Garrett has a .47 KPR, and
but the green check mark, the green check
no,
marks.
it doesn't matter. Garrett got so many important kills.
Yeah, he did.
It's unreal. Like with 1 HP. Garrett's like fast comp. Like, hey, where's your SSD?
Yo, I need one of those too. And then we've got Malzino here with the top frag for Gamers2. Mihu right behind him. So that is kind of what you expect from this team. So they're both doing well.
Yeah. 109 ADR. He was going hard.
Yeah, his rotations coming out of window or the ladder room or even jumping off a cat to just, backstab them. I think he was always kind of aware that the ninjas were wanting to come up through that connector for their part of their A attack, and he was really trying to shut that down.
It just helps your team so much when you can have a player that can just like instead of, like everyone can just hold their spots, and then this one dude can just push something based on a spawn that he has every round and just get really aggressive and get information or just completely ruin the plan of a team that's playing really methodically, and hit their shot, versus a player that's waiting for them. And that's me, like extremely good aim, is fearless, and will always get away with pushing things when he's not supposed to. He's definitely very good in that regard.
And well, we had 10 players in the server for a second there, but they actually...
It was a dream.
Just dipped out, yeah. I kind of want to... Let me find yesterday. The Gamers2 versus LGB matchup. That was Mirage and Overpass, which Gamers2 was almost faced with today, right? That was the other map left in the pool, but as you can see on the screen, they did go for Train, the ninjas did.
Yep.
Which I am super excited for. After seeing, I think the best match that I saw on Train recently was definitely the Gfinity Vox versus NiP that I already talked about a lot, but it showed that there are some pretty sick strats that you can utilize on that map. And the more it gets played, I think we will see some changes on the map, which is going to be really good. People got to play it to kind of find the problems at the pro level, and you'll get them fixed. Like we've seen Cobble patched a billion times, and Overpass also. And they've arrived, I think. Seems like people like Cobble more than Overpass now.
No.
No?
What? No.
Launders is like,
what?
no!
Overpass is a real map.
Yeah, I thought since the A site, people are kind of straying from it. I'm actually enjoying Cobble, man. Getting to watch Titan play Cobble has like kind of turned my my thought process on that map.
No.
No. Well, we can get started here in the second half. So Launders and I won't have to disagree on stream and, you know, make chat all awkward.
Comfortable.
Helium and Launders are fighting.
Alu is a weird player.
Yeah.
That's a weird comment.
What did he just say?
He said Alu is a weird player.
Oh, in the chat.
Yeah.
I'll scroll up and find it. It's exposed.
Maybe it means like interesting playstyle or weird playstyle. I don't know.
All right, so this pistol round here, we saw a crazy strat come out from the Ninjas in that first one, and here they are, the crossfire on the connector. Exist locking down both those with that USP. Can he get a third? As Innocent and Sparrow's got, oh my gosh, there's the third. Exist taking him down, and that'll leave Innocent and Mihu alive. Freiberg gonna move up and take him out, and you got your last man standing here. That's Mihu in a 1v5 with the Glock.
He's literally got this. I mean, he's got armor. Everyone else is hurt.
They are pretty hurt.
Early damage. It was a good effort.
It was. He's got enough bullets, right? That's the key thing when you're left with a Glock in a 1v5. You've got the ammunition to get it done.
100%. But yeah, that's a pistol round split here. Both CT sides. Am I looking at this right? NiP actually won both.
They got their
pistols.
Yeah.
They got eco'd, yeah.
Which did disrupt them a little bit on that start. Allowed Gamers2 to get those crazy, you know, 7 of 8 rounds. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Oh man, going full aggro towards middle. I can't even keep up with the camera work. Just a whole lot of dead bodies hitting. The bodies hit the floor there in middle. Sing it, Launders.
Mm-hmm. Let the bodies hit them.
Nice.
That was on?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Was having attention.
You've done well. Alright, so Ninja's probably, that was Star Ladders. No, they used another song. That was like their intro song for a while.
Oh, really? That's sick. Oh, wow. Flash rush out of apps. Freeberg going to be under the balcony. He's going to get pressure put on him, but it doesn't matter. He's able to hold his spot right now, grab the second frag as well, and nobody goes down once again. I think that's 3 rounds in a row where not a single player has died on NiP. Suddenly looking like a dominant team in this game, just off the back of that pistol. I mean, instantly got a lead, and now we're 2 rounds ahead.
The power of the pistol round.
Oh, they didn't drop anybody, so let's just see. Did they upgrade anything? No, they ended up... How did they end up not upgrading?
I think it's just a decision.
They all had M4s?
I mean, it is obviously a decision.
Oh. Alu, from the underpass, a fast push-up with the MP7. Makes an aggressive play because he has a worse gun, and pushes and finds Sparrow. Will he get traded out? No, Sparrow gets a second. The F control is maintained.
I think they had more submachine guns, and then going into the 3rd round, they got a couple more rifles, and then finding into the 4th one here. Still, you know, just play an angle and try to utilize that submachine gun still. I guess that was the idea there for Forrest, who I think had it. But Gamers2 is looking really good here on the T side in the first, more or less rifle round. There was obviously still the MP7 and a lesser FAMAS there for the Ninjas, but Gamers2 bringing it right back and within 1 yet again.
Yeah, I mean, that was a full rifle. And actually, okay, I really don't understand. They kept 5 players alive, 3 rounds in a row, are already within 1 of... Well, I guess the pistol round save doesn't mean much if you don't rebuy your armor. On that 2nd round, if they did force some rebuys, like didn't start off with M4s right away, and... I mean, I feel like they should have a little bit more of a bank, but don't. You're going to be throwing a nade in the apps. It's not going to do much. 5 players staged up here means this is kind of what they want to do right away, because they don't have map control anywhere else. So they don't know if players are lurking, and yeah, as soon as they get spotted, they're going to push up. Everybody's going to toss a flash. It's not going to do much, but that one does a lot.
Forrest full blind does some damage there through Sparrow. He's trying to click on some heads. He can't quite get it. Forrest and Alu, though, going to find those frags. The Alu that's opting from the market, going to get his 2nd there, so it brings it to a 3-on-2, and pushing forward is Exist. Coming around the backside there is Freiberg. Exist going to take down Manise. That's the cap player, so Sparrow, your last man up. He will find Exist, but it's going to be a hard one, as Freiberg will push Cat and find him.
So the B is held. A player has just left the server. Oh, just reconnected. Okay. So B is held there versus Gamers2 on a straight up rush. It was Get Right alone, and he got help really fast and managed to stay alive on the site. Just tossed a flash and played back site and ended up working out really well. There's nothing much more to say about that. It was a straight up B hit. It was a contact rush, and it didn't work because they weren't able to hit entry fast enough.
Yeah, and the thing to take away is even, you know, dropping that 4th round, there was enough money there. Maybe not as much as you felt there should be, but having lost no players gave Ninjas another chance at a rifle round, and they were able to take it. And Gamers2 going to go forceful, right? Like 2 ops here, Manise and Sparrow. There's going to be a lot on their shoulders as you still have Mihu and Malzino, that were your big fraggers in that first half, relegated down to P250 and a Tech 9. But Sparrow starts it off by taking out Alu and Window.
Oh, and Freeberg in the close left actually finds a frag on A ramp, so no lurk will be had here. And the bomb even coming back towards A, even though they haven't made waves, but followed right behind them is Get Right pushing B apps, and that's going to allow a player to push off the cat, not have to worry about it, take control of mid, and be a fast rotate to A.
And Get Right, if you're not sure where he is, the old saying, just look behind you. And there he is. He'll bring down Sparrow, the guy who got the first kill on the round with that op. Now it's up to Mihu and Malzino. Have been able to pick up their comrades' weapons. Malzino going to get another op shot there. But it's him in a 1v3 right now. He'll hit another, actually. And close range will miss that shot on to Freiberg. And that'll be another round to the Ninjas now, leading by 3.
Gamers2 opened up the second rifle round that they had with a straight-up B rush. Their first round that they won, they were able to do it off the back of working picks, splitting up, and hitting their shots. They pretty much whittled NiP down to no players without having to full execute at any point. I think if they're confident enough to do that, they should try that strategy one more time. This round, or that previous round, they did die a little bit early, but the thing was, NiP were quick to push things, like Get Right, went apps really quickly, and if they could take advantage of that, force and rotate in their default, they're gonna have a good time.
Exists, peeking into the connector, will somehow find 2. A couple of those P250 shots were not quite working out. Actually, we do have a DC here. Let's see, there are 5 kills on the Ninjas, so I'm not sure if they killed the lag out, but the lag out did not happen before action started, at least.
No.
And they actually do kind of need to pause here while you're in the freeze time. Yeah, they'll get it in. So that's good. And it looks like it's Innocent once again. We saw him already do that quick reconnect, and he'll be dropped out one more time. Hopefully nothing too serious happening to our man Innocent, to your man Innocent.
Yep.
So, Gamers2 struggling a little bit here on the T side, having only taken that 4th round, that first rifle.
A4 would benefit from easier wall bangs. That's definitely a benefit of the A4. Does more damage through a wall, and you have more bullets to spray. One of the other things I don't like about the A1, it's one of the only things, is that like you use some bullets on a wall bang, and then someone comes out behind the wall and peeks you, and you're like out of ammo.
Yeah, it's actually really aggravating, and it happens a lot on this map too. I'm just gonna go free cam because why not? But it's really like you're coming out of underpass with a A1, and there's an opera in there, and you see his head, and like you even dink him the one time, and then you're like, oh, get him through the wall. Like that's a thing that happens in Counter-Strike, or used to at least. And then like you spray your clip, and you do no damage, or you hit him 10 times for 5 damage, and he's still alive, and then he just peeks you and you die.
I guess the only thing is that like in a match like this with like 5 players of like specific ways of winning a round by making sure everyone's trading and like everyone knows where everyone's gonna be. There's no randomness. Making sure that you can just get that one kill can win you the round, and like that's the thought process I think behind having the silencer above anything else, is that it's just a little bit more accurate. I mean, it's actually a lot more accurate.
It's a lot accurate, yeah.
Especially at long ranges. And
those first 2 shots literally hit the same spot at almost every range.
Yeah, and you can tap like extremely fast. It's really, really strong.
You can also kind of jump shoot with it, like we see on Dust 2 retakes over on A.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think actually your in-air accuracy is higher on silenced.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. And you got more bullets to work with, too.
Mm-hmm. So the price doesn't change too much. I mean,
I just wish it was they made it easier to switch between them. It's kind of a pain in the ass
yeah.
the way you got to go through all the menus
You
and the
I mean,
menus
if
in
there's
general in
no,
this game.
I mean, if there's really no issue between, um, like I don't see what the issue would be between like what if you want to buy the silence or what if you want to buy the unsilence of a different round? Like if you're playing a different spot
So you're
or
saying keep both available?
in the same, yeah. Like why does it have to be like a loadout one per map? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really feel like it's too big of a deal either. But then like the flip side of that is what about the pistols? Do you think it's okay to buy a CZ and a Tech 9 or a CZ and a 5.7?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I. All right, we agree. But I would think that those would be that would be like the other argument. I don't know. I allow them both. Like,
I'm not sure what loadouts are because I only play Counter-Strike. So like I don't know why there are loadouts
it
and
did seem
why
like a weird decision. I mean, it all happened
there's got to
because
be a reason. I just don't know what it is.
well, the game launched with just the A4, like, and then everyone was like, "My silencer, no!" Like, where did it go? Everyone's trying to
Yeah.
right click and put the silencer on, so the community demanded it back. And then I don't know if Hidden Path was still doing the dev at that time, or if Valve had completely
No,
taken it over, and then they
but
were like added
but
it
like
back.
yeah, they added it back. I remember that, but it's like, but then why did they? And that's why they made the loadout. But like,
Because they had to
why?
do it as another gun, and your buy menu for rifles is filled, so that's why I think they made the swap.
Because they couldn't make the circle bigger.
I mean, that's the question. I feel like you probably could have made the circle bigger. And then they just did it for pistols, even though the pistols has a blank slot. So they just kind of followed their, previous design down to the pistols, where maybe it didn't make sense. You could have just freaking put the other pistol in.
This can't be because of the UI.
I'm thinking it might be that simple, man.
I won't have it.
Oh.
I try to put it to skins, like if there's some reason that like that might hurt sales or something, to be able to just swap, but I don't see how that would hurt sales at all.
If anything, the current system would hurt the sales because you
Yeah.
can't use your monkey business and your pole position as a CT
And
in
like
the
say
same
you
half.
use A4 one every 5 rounds, you're still probably gonna buy a skin for that because
I mean, I only use
you
my
use it sometimes.
A1S because I have a skin for it. I'm that
Cool.
vain.
I got a hyper beast, so I'm not switching.
Damn. I got the Nitro with the VP sticker on it,
Fallen.
and I'm gonna get a rename tag. And I do like VP,
Okay.
but just for the lols, because you always gotta laugh. I was just gonna name the gun Virtus Throw. Why not?
That sounds really salty.
Or Virtus. I mean, Plow is the
Plow.
alternative, right? So one or the other.
Helium doesn't bet. He's just trying to be funny.
I'm not allowed.
Yeah, so I guess it's just funny then.
It is funny. I'm a funny guy.
It's funny.
And then I had a.
funny.
I was on a quest for a while to collect all the Dota stickers. Because previously I was a Dota 2 caster. / still might be. I don't know where I'm really at over there. But yeah, trying to collect those Dota 2 stickers. They're pretty sick. I like the crossover.
I'm gonna buy a compendium just so I can look at the prize pool and say I was part of that.
I did buy the compendium. I bought it at level 50 for like $26. And I got a bunch of rares. CS:GO community does not like that word.
Yeah, was that good?
Yeah, that's we
It's
call
like
we call our items rares over there.
Is that
Hats
red?
are rares.
Oh, so you got a bunch of knives, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess.
What?
Nothing is inflated to knife value anymore. In
Oh
Dota
yeah,
2.
yeah, right.
They kind of killed the market over there. Which was because CS:GO put the 7-day trade ban.
Yeah.
Dota 2 was like, yeah, 7 days is great. We're gonna do 3 months. So when skins finally do hit the market again, they're like pennies. So it doesn't really matter.
I have like a $1,500 knife.
Do you?
Yeah.
Which knife is that?
M9 Crimson Web.
Nice. I got a Huntsman Boreal. It's pretty sick. It's minimal wear, but it looks factory new.
Oh, nice. Even those can be expensive.
Yeah,
If you have
people
like,
ask me, they're like, "Yo, is that factory new?" I'm like, "You'd think it would be. Looks that good, but it's not. It's minimal wear."
depends what you got.
And if you can read or not, and I can, bamboozle you here on this trade.
All these things.
All right, we're back. Finally. Innocent back into the server. 13-9 is the score line, and the dominant CT half here for the Ninjas thus far.
Splitting into this default, which I'm happy to see from Gamers2. Alu on the left side of window. It's kind of locked in here. This is a tough spot to be in. If they know you cross, you can just kind of get naded really easily. And oh, gets that opportunity to find a trade for his teammate. Peeks out top mid, finds another. And well, he know that Malzino's waiting here in the underpass. He is so mobile with this op. He is fully aware that where players can be on Mirage as Alu.
Forrest, though, going to get shot in the back as players push. Yeah, how did that even... That was just aggressive play there that let Forrest go down. Sparrow got him in the back as he was coming back to middle. Get right lurking around here in the B apartments, but the bomb in this 2-on-3 that Gamers2 is faced with is going back towards the A site, where you're going to have Freiberg, and he's going to be the first line of defense here. And actually, already Alu has got himself the CT spawn, so...
No. He might be the man of the hour. As they come up A ramp, though, Alu is also in a great spot at CT. So far having a huge round, 3 frags, very important ones, and Sparrow going to be pushing out here by himself. Doesn't have enough time to rotate. We'll basically have to kill 3 players in the fight to win the round, but instead we'll get flanked by a terrorist. What?
Wait, what?
Did you see the terrorist model?
Oh, maybe your game bugged.
Oh, wow. That was really weird.
But of course it is, well, let me
Right.
double check. Yeah, I got CT hands on Get Right.
No, I saw... Wait, who were you spectating?
I was on Get Right.
Oh, okay. So, for me, I was expecting Sparrow, and then his death cam showed Get Right in a terrorist
As a
model.
terrorist? He's that good at the lurk, dude.
I know, dude.
He's got the terrorist model in his loadout.
Oh, I wish the stream saw that. That was crazy.
Maybe they did, and I'm just
was,
not paying attention. I don't know. Oh, Forrest!
Wow.
Head armor is a big deal on the T side.
Hashtag one-time silence him for.
That happens. All right, Manise without any armor. Everyone with Tech 9. Well, okay, everyone with P250s. Tech 9 on Manise, the only one to be a little bit different. As Freiberg going to get one. Alu gets one. Freiberg finds a second. So first in Palace, then on A ramp, and now Forrest coming over the stairs to find the last one. And this puts the Ninjas now with just 1 round away from closing out this first map.
If this game was any closer, if Gamers2 were able to get a few more CT rounds, I feel like once again we see Gamers2 in a position where they're able to beat a tier 1 team on a map that both of them are good at, and that's because of the unfortunate circumstance of the first half, and I think just not exactly playing to their strengths in the second. I can only think of the 1 round with Rush B that didn't work out. These couple of last rounds, they have been kind of doing what they do, and it's not been working. Here's a contact rush into A. Freeberg gets a first, a second, and can't find a third, but it's done his job in the A site most likely. There's 2 players alive for Gamers2.
Yeah, Innocent and Malzino trying to get it done here. Innocent will be able to bring down 1 more. That's a last bullet headshot onto Forrest. So 2-on-2, and the HP is basically the same for both of these guys. Alu, though, he's low, but he's using an op, so it might just not matter. Get right, hopping up next to the ticket booth, and hops on top of it. Oh, almost got them both in that spray down. It would have only taken 1 bullet for Innocent. Now he's pushing over. You got Alu on the steps, but Get Right will silence him with the silence weapon. And that's 16-9 there for the Ninjas.
Garrett had 13 frags. I feel like he was like the MVP.
I mean, he had some really important frags. That is for
just,
sure. That 1 clutch and B, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that
on
was
16
around
HP.
Yeah, like, and then the 1 round where he got like the flank kill at top mid, and then went around like in the apps and got another kill with like 2 HP, just waiting in the right place. And this last round, winning the 2v2 by himself. I think it's 13 kills somehow, but Alu was also very high impact with his op. just getting a lot of mid-round frags and winning a couple clutches himself. So can't take away from anyone in that game. It's definitely a solid win from NiP.
Yeah, although we saw Gamers2 still, looking pretty good, having some nice rounds against a Tier 1 team like the Ninjas. But what we're going to do, guys, we will take a quick break before we move in onto Train. This was the pick, actually, of the Ninjas. They had a bit of a rough showing against Vox, Eminor, and Gfinity recently on this map. Obviously, a newer map in the pool as well. So I'm looking forward to this matchup, see what the Ninjas have learned, and also see what Gamers2, who have played the map, I think, 3 times now, already in CEVO MLG Pro League Season 7. So we'll see what they're bringing back to the table. But I'm Helium, that's Launders. You can see our Twitters there right below us. He's at CSBoxer. I'm Helium Umbrella. So make sure to give us a follow if you've liked it. Let us know what you thought. Also hit up at CEVO and at MLG, and we'll be back, guys, in just a second.